Hey, I'm Ashley and welcome to Fresh Flour Living. So today I am making my fresh milled flour brownies using a blend of einkorn, soft wheat, and barley, but it's in a way that's just a little sweeter using sucanat and honey granules and more kid friendly. Now, einkorn is an ancient grain that's really nutritious, but it can be a little tricky, especially because it absorbs moisture differently and it can make batters too wet if you're not careful. But don't worry, as I make these brownies, I'm gonna show you exactly how much grain to grind and how to work with einkorn so you end up with rich, fudgy brownies that my kids request week after week. I am so excited to show you. First thing, let's preheat that oven to 350. I like to use freshly milled flour because you've got all of the nutrients, the bran, the germ, and the endosperm, and it's going to retain its nutrients for up to 3 hours. So I love to freshly mill it and get it into my brownies, which by the way, my kids are like, these are healthy brownies, Mommy. I go, okay, they're not healthy. They are still treats, but they're still filled with good ingredients. So you do get some health benefits with it. But I mean, come on now, they got a lot of sweetness in it. Anyways, I digress. So I'm going to be using a fourth a cup of einkorn, which is 54 grams, barley, and then soft white, 54 grams of each, or a fourth a cup of each. So let's go ahead and grind these berries. You want to do your dry ingredients first. So I'm dumping all of that freshly milled flour in here. And you know what? It's so interesting because if I were to get like flour from the store, like all-purpose flour, my dog won't eat it, but my dog will eat the freshly milled flour that falls on the floor. I just find that interesting that even my dog knows that this is more nutritious. A third of a cup of cacao powder. And this is what it looks like. You can get any brand, just make sure it's organic. And I wanted to show you because cacao powder is so high in antioxidants. So you can add this into your chocolate treats to give a boost of nutrition. I use a half a teaspoon as salt. And I wanted to show you this salt is, did y'all just see that? I just accidentally put too much in there. That's okay. I'll save that for later. Anyways, I just wanted to show you this because this is the Redmond salt and it's unprocessed salt. So it still has the minerals in here. So this is another ingredient that I like to use to add nutrition to the brownies. And that's why I'm doing this. It's not just like another brownie recipe. I wanted to show you all the ingredients that I put in here that makes it nutritious. Let's go ahead and whisk all of your dry ingredients together. And you know what I think is my favorite thing about this delicious einkorn brownie recipe is that I don't have to get out my big stand mixer. Like, I just get to whisk it with a hand whisk. It's just so great. Time for the wet ingredients. Melted butter. You've got your 2 eggs, room temperature. Then I've got a teaspoon of vanilla. This next step, I'm adding my sucanat and honey granules. Look how brown that is. So the way I look at it, this is the sucanat on top and the honey granules are on the bottom. And the sucanat, you can think of that as brown sugar, and the honey granules, think of that as sugar. It's just, I like using it because it's an unprocessed sugar. Now, where do I get that from? I get that from Azure Standards, and then you can also get it from Bread Becker's. Both of them have a co-op. Also, if you don't want to go that route, you can also use organic coconut sugar. That would be a great option as well. All right, we're just going to give this a mix, and we're going to mix it until it is glossy and smooth. Now we are just going to stir in the dry ingredients. Now we are going to rest this batter for 15 minutes, and do not skip this. This hydrates the einkorn, it softens the cacao bitterness, and it's going to thicken the batter naturally. And if it's still loose after the 15 minutes of resting, just add 1 to 2 tablespoons of the soft wheat flour only. Here's what the batter looks after that 15-minute rest. Can you tell that it has thickened up some? So it is perfect brownie texture. The best part, pouring in the chocolate chips. Now, the recipe calls for semi-sweet, and if in like today, I didn't have any semi-sweet around, so I just have, you know, just a sweet one, and it still tastes delicious. So you just use whatever you have. And then now I am going to pop this into my pan, and I lined it with parchment paper, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven. Take it out, put it right here. Let me just show you the inside. Can you see how moist it is and all of the beautiful chocolate chips? I'm just gonna break it for you. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, these are Einkorn brownies, freshly milled, and I am so excited for you to try one. I love einkorn. It is so nutritious along with other grains when freshly milled, but it behaves differently in baking. And once you understand that, you can make treats like these brownies with confidence. I hope you'll subscribe to Fresh Flower Living because I'm gonna give you more fresh milled flour recipes and tips. I'll see you in the next one.